I'm really enjoying Battlefield 6. I haven't had this much fun playing a first-person shooter in a really long time. I actually haven't played a first-person shooter in a really long time. The last Battlefield game I put time into was Battlefield 1, and the last Call of Duty game was maybe Black Ops 4. And it's like, I tried the finals, I tried Split Fiction, I tried Halo Infinite, but nothing could really grab me. So it feels good to be back. And I still got it. I can keep up with the YNs. And to touch on why I like it, I have my complaints, sure. I actually have quite a few. But the main thing is, it just feels good to play. The guns, the headshots, it all feels impactful. I like the time to kill. The movement is fast and responsive. I like the addition of crouch running. Small change, but I like it. I like how cinematic it is with dragging the dead bodies to revive. All of the smoke and the particle effects. The destruction, when there's destruction, because there isn't very much destruction. I enjoy it, and it feels the closest we've gotten to Battlefield 3 in a while, and Battlefield 3 is my favorite first-person shooter of all time. And in a few ways, like in terms of its visual style and how it's color graded, it's what I remember the game feeling like and looking like. Now, I'm sure if I pulled up a side-by-side comparison, it'll be completely different. But in memory, it scratches that itch. The formula hasn't really changed from what I originally liked, just with some quality of life changes. Like I mentioned, the crouch running and being able to revive anyone in your squad are two changes I really like. I think what really ties all of this together as well is the sound effects. The sounds of headshots, being able to hear your shell cases hit the floor, explosions, like all of it, the visuals, the sound, everything comes together to make a really satisfying gameplay experience. Unfortunately, I do have some complaints, and they're actually quite big complaints. So big that I'm actually pretty surprised I'm enjoying the game as much as I am. Because I think the maps are terrible. I think the maps are really bad. They're so bad that it stops me from playing my favorite game mode of the past. Conquest has always been my favorite game mode. Sometimes I'd play Rush, but it was always between Rush and Conquest. But I feel like the maps just aren't made for Conquest. The maps feel made for Breakpoint, and I'm having fun in Breakpoint. I wasn't trying to play Breakpoint. I gave it a shot. It's actually a decent game mode. I'm having fun. But I think I'm having fun because I think this is what the maps are designed for. So far, from what we've heard, it seems like we get maybe one map every month, which is decent. But it already feels like I'm playing over and over and over on the same maps, which is only amplified and made worse by the fact that I don't like the maps. Another complaint, and it has nothing to do with the game itself, I don't want them to change anything. I don't want them to add skill-based matchmaking. But the teammates suck. They play medic and don't revive. They don't play the objective. Once, it's like my most extreme example. Once we were 2 kills away from winning a Breakpoint game, and there's 10, at least, more, probably more, but at least 10 people in a building just outside the objective zone. If you hop out the window, you're on the objective. And we lost. We didn't need to lose. And there's so many examples like this that you experience when playing the game. It's just, the players are so incompetent, and it can be a little frustrating. There'll be like 10 medics, all medics. You're looking at people like, is he support? Is that engineer? No! You see the little plus side badge on his arm, you're like, nigga, pick me up. And there'll be like 10 of them. And you don't get picked up, you be ready to crash out. But I'm enjoying the game. I'm trying things out. I'm trying new weapons. I started out only using LMGs, which is a surprise, because I never use LMGs in games. But the LMGs here are competitive. You can actually use them, they're not BUNS, they're not cheeks. The extra mag capacity is really nice. But now I'm starting to get used to the game. I'm trying new things. I kind of have ditched them for SMGs, but they're still good. They're still one of the best weapons in the game, I feel like. Currently, I'm trying to get my KD up. I was unaware people cared about KD in Battlefield games. I thought we just play the objective and get shit done. Apparently not. People are bringing up my KD. I'm like, whoa. First of all, it's like 2.5. It's not, I don't got a bad KD. But if you play a game with me, the KD will be like 3, 4, 5, because I'm actually trying. I'm locking in. But I've been going for the platinum trophy, so you have to do a little grinding, use sound weapons, use sound classes, use a sniper, whatever. I don't know how people have the platinum in this game already, because it's kind of grindy. It's not too bad. You'll probably get it through playing. Maybe you have to go out your way to do 1 or 2 things, but it's not terrible. This will be my first Battlefield platinum. I just don't know how people have it already. And to be honest, I really wasn't planning on making this video, because I'm just gonna say the maps suck. I'm gonna say the teammates suck. I'm gonna say the UI sucks. By the way, yeah, I didn't mention that. The UI is terrible. I've kind of gotten used to it now. The more I've played, I just press breakpoint as soon as I load the game up. But I just hate this Netflix style of UI that's in games nowadays. Just give me a simple column-based menu, please. You don't need to do too much. You can just copy and paste greatness from the past and it will work. You don't need to reinvent anything, and we need to abolish the Netflix, Hulu subscription style of UI for video games. But yeah, maps suck, teammates suck, UI sucks, destruction is lackluster. In previous games, I felt the need to carry an RPG or grenade launcher, but here I never felt the need to alter my playstyle for destruction. For the most part, I completely ignore it. It's not been that much of an issue for me. There is destruction here. Things will blow up and explode, and sometimes a building will crumble when you're in it. Like, there is destruction here. It's just, it feels less prevalent than in other games. It feels less impactful than other games, and there is no Levolution. There is no huge grand scale destruction here. There's like a crane in one map, but that's it. And it's not even a big deal with the crane in the map, but everything else is great. I'm not having connection issues or performance issues. They fixed the progression, so I can't complain about that. And this will probably stay in rotation as my primary shooter for a very long time. And it's been a very long time since I've had a shooter in my rotation. The Battle Royale mode, I have no interest in a Battlefield BR game. That gameplay loop is not why I play Battlefield. I have BR fatigue already as it is, and they can keep it. That aside, in terms of where does it rank, Battlefield 3 was my first Battlefield game, so I can't speak before that. My ranking probably goes, and maybe a little bit controversial, probably very controversial. Battlefield 3, that's number 1. I enjoy with the DLC, the close quarters DLC, like, perfect. Great game, love it to death. The next is Battlefield Hardline. Very slept on game, very overhated. It's probably the game I have the second most hours in this franchise. And then number 3, I'm going Battlefield 1. It was something different, it was something new, it was a nice change of pace, and I really enjoy Battlefield 1. And then number 4, I go Battlefield 6. And who knows, maybe it could go higher as we get better maps, as time goes on, new DLC. I'm open to it moving up. It's not a stuck in 4th place type of thing. I never really played 2042, I never really played 5. I played the betas, but they didn't get me. Battlefield 4, coming off of my favorite multiplayer game ever, to going into Battlefield 4, issues at launch, even after launch, I just felt like, it just felt different to Battlefield 3 in a way. I'm like, this just isn't as good, the maps aren't as good, the guns, I don't know, never really connected with me. But yes, with Battlefield 6, I can actually agree and say, Battlefield is back.